Hey everyone, it's Grace and Darcy here, and today we'll be talking about Tennessee basketball.
In honor of Selection Sunday, just hoping that our Vols can make it in, we're just going to analyze kind of how our season went and our strengths and weaknesses.
We really started off quite well in the Vols Go to Italy tournament. We won all of the games, and they were by impressive numbers. Not really sure the strength of those teams, but they were impressive wins.
Yeah, and then once we were in Puerto Rico, we started off the first game, we did pretty well, and kind of struggled, and then we picked it back up. But really, our troubles kind of started once we got into a regular season of play at home and everything. Our away games, we just got a little rough with that at first.
Yes, we won the first game at home, which is great, against Oakland. Not sure the strength of schedule, but we lost the next 5 games that were away, which was not in our favor because some of them were SEC games.
Yeah, well, I guess the most notable game to talk about right now would be our loss in the SEC tournament to Alabama.
It was a painful loss, very painful.
It really was. So 58-48. We had some issues. I guess Jordan McRae getting in that early foul trouble was awful for us since he's been our top scorer lately, and he just was not on top of his game that day.
Right. In his post-game interview, he was really talking about how he didn't know what to do, so he just made a lot of shots that he really shouldn't have done. He made stupid mistakes. He knew that, which was sad to hear because he had had such a great season, and he kind of felt like he let the team down. But he also agrees that the team obviously should go to the tournament because of strengths of schedule and their performance against these top 25 teams.
Oh, yeah, because we've had, we ended our season with an RPI 59. Our strength of schedule was 53. Teams that are projected to be in the bracket, and those that have, kind of on the bubble with UT for going to the tournament. We've had wins over Massachusetts and Wichita State and Florida, Missouri. Had one over Alabama, one over Kentucky. We had losses to Oklahoma State and Georgetown, Virginia, Memphis, and Ole Miss.
I think the most notable game of the season was the win at home against Florida. It was a very strong win, and it kind of boosted morale going into the SEC tournament.
Oh, definitely. I think a lot of people just got a lot of excitement out of that one. Everybody was really hyped up, especially the players, knowing that they can beat someone that's ranked and been playing so well has got to make them feel pretty good about themselves.
Right, and Florida's playing in the last game today. I mean, they're a top-ranked team. What are they, 14-something? Yeah, they're 13th in the nation. They're not fooling around, and we have played very well against them this season.
I'm going to pick up this score real quick. Yeah, it's at halftime now against Ole Miss, and Florida's up 38-24, so even in this game, they're, obviously playing strong. So,
and Ole Miss, their season has been good. We've lost to them twice, but if you look at strength of schedule, it's not anything compared to Tennessee. We've played some of the top teams, and we've played them multiple times. I mean, we've played Kentucky a few times, Alabama a few times, Georgia, teams that are trying to vie into the tournament as well, and teams that already have seats in the tournament.
Yeah, like Georgetown, that's one of the top games that we played, and we only lost by 1 point, and it was on their turf, so that was a great game for us, Even then, sure, it was a loss, but against a top team on their home field, and you only lose by 1.
Right, I agree with that. I mean, road games have definitely been a struggle this year for Tennessee, and I think that was more of a moral win than anything. Yes, we lost, but it kind of showed them that they can play with the big guys and boosted confidence.
Yeah, and I think Jarnell Stokes said a few things on that about, them being able to play with them and all that stuff in an interview after the Alabama game?
Right, after the Alabama game. I mean, these guys, even though they lost, they're keeping up a good morale, and they know they can play with these people. They know that they can go face-to-face with any team and really succeed?
I mean, we're a tournament team. We beat the top teams in the conference. I mean, we lost today, but I don't think one game defines your whole season. So, I mean, if you just look at our resume and strength of schedule, I think we beat some pretty good teams.
It's very obvious that Tennessee can play with these guys. They've proven it. So I guess we're just waiting around for Selection Sunday.
Yeah, and the next couple hours are going to be really rough for UT, I'm sure, as they're waiting, to see what happens. But I guess we'll all find out tonight, and, we'll either be clearly in the tournament and we'll be on the bubble playing for a win into the tournament or going to the NIT. So we'll see what happens.